Hello everyone, this is our second video on composite functions, and this is relevant for GCSE and A-level. And in this video, I just want to look at it when we've got a function within a function within a function. Okay, so we've introduced the idea of having a function in a function, which is our composite function. So let's look, say for example, we've got three functions this time, f of x. Let's say we've got g of x. And we've got finally h of x, and they're all linked together to each other like that. So our x goes in. So what comes out when our x goes in is f of x comes out. Then what happens is our f of x goes into g of x. So that gives us g of f of x. Notice the one that happened first is the inner function, and the one that happened second is the outer function. So we have g of f of x, and then our g of f of x finally goes into h of x. So what comes out is h of g of f of x. So h of g of f of x. So we've got the one that happened first is in this case, the inner f of x. The one that happened second is now an inner function, g of x. And the one that happened last is now the outer function, h of x. So this is, I think, as far as, it's likely to go, that they're not likely to ask you anything beyond 3 layers like this. So let's just do part A, part 1. So you can see we've got our function f of x, which is 1 over 3x add 2. So 1 over 3x add 2. And we've also got our g of x in this case, which is 2x minus 5. And we have our h of x, which is x squared. And first of all, part 1 wants us to work out what is h of g of f of minus 1. H of g of f of minus 1. So first of all, let's work out our f of minus 1. That's going to go into h of g. So we're going to work from the inside out, okay? So we're going to work out what is f of minus 1. So that is going to be 1 over 3 times by minus 1 plus 2, okay? So we're working out our f of minus 1, and that's our f of x with minus 1 in there. So that's going to be h of g of 1 over 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 add 2 is minus 1. So it's going to be 1 over minus 1, which is minus 1. So we've got to work out h of g of minus 1. So now we work out to the next layer, and we now say, okay, we've now got to work out g of minus 1. So g of minus 1, we write down h. G of minus 1 is going to be 2 times minus 1 minus 5. So 2 times minus 1 is minus 2, minus 5 is minus 7. Okay. So now we've worked all the way out, and we've now got to work out h of minus 7. And minus 7, h of x is x squared. So that is minus 7 squared. So our answer is 49. So our h of g of f of minus 1 is 49. And we worked from the inside out. So that's how you would do a numerical example of a triple composite function. Let's do one that's algebraic, and then we'll move on then to inverse functions, I think, perhaps in our next video. Okay, so let's now look at, we're going to do part C, and we'll just go straight into part 3 here. C part 3, we're going to work out h of g of f of x. H of g of f of x, okay? And we can see from part C that our f of x, in this case, is 2x add 4. We can see that our g of x is 1 over 3x add 1. And we can see that our h of x is equal to the square root of x. Okay, so let's work down the chain. So first of all, we've got to work out h of g of f of x. Now, f of x is 2x add 4. So it's algebraic this time. It's just the algebra that's going in, okay? So what we've got here is f of x has gone into g of x. So we've got f of x, which is 2x add 4. Now, this 2x add 4 is now going to go into g of x, and g of x is 1 over 3x add 1. So we're going to have h of 1 over 3 times our new x, but our new x is the 2x add 4, like so, and then add 1. So we just need to work out what that is now. So let's work out what that is. So that is going to be 1 over 3 times 2 is going to be 6x plus 12 plus 1. 3 times 4 is 12, and then plus 1. So we've got to work out h of 1 over 6x plus 13. Okay, there we go. Now, finally, what is our h of x? So now we've gone all the way down the chain, and h of x is root x. This, remember, is our new x. So we want the square root of 1 over 6x add 13. And we could leave the answer like that, or we could use the laws of surds. So if we remember from the laws of surds, root AB is the same as root A over root B. So we could write this as the square root of 1 over the square root of 6x add 13, which in turn could be thought of as 1, because the square root of 1 is 1 over 6x add 13. And we could write the answer like that. However, I think that both this version and this version would be acceptable. You'd only need to do that if it was a show that kind of question where you were aiming at proving something. Okay, I hope you found that useful. That's our second video on composite functions. These two videos have been relevant for both A-level and GCSE. I will make some more videos where I talk more about language that you really need to know if you're doing GCSE and A-level, which is I'll be talking about domain and range a bit more. Okay, I'll see you in the next video.